My name is Jay, and what's your name?
Nessie.
Nessie. And today, me and, what's your name again? Nessie are going to show you week 1 of our indoor hydroponic garden.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we turn around and we'll show everybody exactly what our hydroponic garden looks like, how we built it, and we'll take it from there. This is April, what, 14th?
Yeah.
And this is week 1, and we have already seeded some tomato plants that we're going to be growing. We're going to be documenting all the way up to the harvest.
Yeah.
So, this is our actual hydroponic unit.
Yeah.
Let me show you exactly what that's entitled. Basically, what it is a 5-gallon bucket. I have a 1/3 horsepower sump pump, which is somewhat of overkill. I did try to start with a fountain pump, but as I show you more about the details of the hydroponic unit, there wasn't enough pressure that actually to make the sprinklers work the way I wanted them to. What you have is 2 flow units into 2 separate gardens. I do have a valve on the pump itself to act as a pressure regulator. Too much pressure will probably end up blowing out the sprinklers that are inside the unit. And I do have 2 pumps, or 2 valves on each unit to regulate the pressure to each one of those. To trial and error, I had opened up both of them, and one were receiving all the pressure, the other was receiving none of the pressure. Very important when putting one of these together is, if you notice that I have here, I have quick connect fittings on both pumps. Inside each fitting is faucet screens. Faucet screens will keep any type of debris from shooting back up through the tubes and preventing clogs inside the sprinkler system. This is the actual unit. It's a 10 plant unit. What I use is just 2 cool white 40-watt light bulbs in a shop light for the moment. Cool white gives off more of a blue glow for vegetation sun. You move to more of a flower, you'll use a soft white, which is more of an amber. The type of medium that I use is a Hydroton. Hydroton is nice because what it does is it actually absorbs some of the nutrient that's being sprayed from the bottom. So if you do a 24-hour cycle as far as spray, or actually all the time during the day and off at night, the roots of your plant will still be somewhat moist, or actually they'll be very moist. If you turn the unit off repeatedly throughout the day, the Hydroton medium will actually keep a nice wet root, so you can actually have to worry about the roots drying out. If you look on the inside of this, what I've done is I've actually created a bulkhead fitting that goes clean through, and it's tied into 1-inch PVC. Now all the way down through here you're going to find these little green sprinklers. I will fire up the unit to show you what it looks like. I might not be able to get too close because those sprinklers do spray a tremendous amount of water. Let me fire up the unit, show you what it sounds like, show you what it looks like, and we'll get a peek on the inside just to see if I can show you what the sprinklers do. Now, if you can hear that after the unit is fired up, it is a little bit loud. I mean, it's not too bad, but you know, if you definitely have like a grow area. This is in between my front window and my dining room, so you know, if you want to use a pond pump, which is a lot more quieter, and it should be sufficient enough to pump enough water through to get the sprinklers going. I will say some of the advantages of having a sub pump, a 1/3 sub pump, you don't have to worry about pressure, and the sub pump itself will turn the water, and it will, with the heat of the motor, it will actually warm up the water to about 90 degrees. 90-degree water on the inside of these tubes create a lot of humidity. Some people put foggers on their units. I'll probably end up putting a fogger on it later on, but with the warm water being circulated, it creates enough humidity that I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to take one of these off just to show you a little bit how much water does spray out. You can see how much water is spraying out. It actually gets the roots of these plants nice and wet. I intend to leave it on 24, or actually during the daylight hours, 18 hours a day through vegetation state until we get into flower, and I'll explain more then. At the very moment, I do have some seeds that I have germinated. This is a grow cube. It's soilless. You can use soil in these hydroponic units. I don't recommend it. The only reason why is soil will drain through into your pump, and being pushed back through, you will have tremendous amount of clogging issues in your unit. I do have a couple of seeds already germinated. Again, this is about 3 days worth of putting in these cubes. Once the leaves start growing through the roots start growing through the bottom, and the leaves pop through the top, what I'll end up doing is moving a little bit of this hydroton over and setting the entire cube, which breaks off, into the hydroton, and then running the system from there with the cube in it. Right now I'm just running nothing but water through here, more or less of a flush. This is the second time I flushed it. I want to get everything out of it. The PVC glue that I've used to glue some of these things together I don't want in there. And then once I get set up with the nutrients, I'll explain what you have to do for pH, and we'll go from there. Again, this is actually day 3 of germinating the seeds and setting up the unit. The unit is all ready to go. It's being flushed. As soon as the seedlings get more of a root system and a couple leaves on them, I'll put them in a hydroton, and I will document another video for you. Thank you.